Hello, there is the news of today. A man held of as Jewish center threat. A man has been arrested for allegedly making threats against Jewish institutions. The FBI said on Friday. Juan Thompson, 31, allegedly caused havoc, expending hundreds of hours of police and law enforcement resources, said NYPD Commissioner James P. O'Neill. He allegedly made 8 threats against Jewish community centers (JCC), while claiming to be a former girlfriend. The centers have received over 100 threats this year and several Jewish cemeteries have been vandalized. He was arrested in St. Louis, Missouri, and will be in court later on Friday, as well as he alleges threats against the GCCs. In January and February this year, he is also accused of sending an email threat to the Anti-Defamation League (ADL) office in New York City. The email says his former girlfriend, referred to by the FBI as Victim 1, was behind the bomb threats. It added she lives in New York City and is making more bomb threats tomorrow. The second news of today is a Mosul suspected chemical weapons in year 7, says Red Cross. The International Red Cross (ICRC) says 5 Iraqi children and 2 women are suffering symptoms consistent with exposure to chemical weapons. They are being treated at hospital near the embattled city of Mosul, which Iraqi forces are trying to wrest from so-called Islamic State (IS). The ICRC did not say who was to blame. IS militants have long been suspected of making and using crude chemical weapons in territory it controls in Iraq and neighbor in Syria. The BBC's Imagine Focus in Geneva says this is the first report by an aid agency that chemical weapons have been used in the Battle of Mosul. The victim's symptoms suggested exposure to a blistering chemical agent. ICRC Middle East Director Robert Martini said, "Bombs fall like rain on Mosul front line. IS, Al-Qaeda, and how Jihad used chemical weapons Iraqi town hit by IS chemical attack appeals for help US official. IS making chemical arms. They include blisters, redness in the eyes, irritation, vomiting, and coughing." Mr. Martini condemned the use of such as weapons and said they were banned under international law. The World Health Organization said it was aware of the case and was working with the ECRC to prepare for further cases. The third news of today is Trump defense under fire. Attorney General G. President Donald Trump has defended Attorney General Jeff Sessions as an honest man amid calls for him to kiss. The Democrat says Mr. Sessions lied on oath at his confirmation hearing about contacts with the Russian ambassador. Mr. Trump said Mr. Sessions could have stayed with his responsible for more accurately, but it was clearly not international, and accused Democrats of a witch hunt. However, Mr. Sessions has removed himself from a FBI probe into alleged Russian meddling in the US election. The Democrats have maintained their attacks on Mr. Sessions, saying his explanation regarding his contacts with the Russian ambassador in 216 were simply not credible. Sergei Kislyak, career diplomat or recruiter of spies, Mr. Trump said the Democrats had lost the election and now they have lost their grip on the reality. His campaign was dogged by allegations that some of his team had met with Russian officials and that Moscow had interfered in the election on his behalf. The president has branded the allegation fake news. How does Mr. Sessions come under fire? It stems from his comments and his confirmation hearing in January. He asked if there is any evidence that anyone affiliated with the Trump campaign communicated with the Russian government in the course of this campaign. What will you do? The fourth news of today is DNA clues to why woolly mammoths died out. The last woolly mammoth to walk the earth were so cracked with genetic disease that they lost their senses of smell, shined company, and had a strange shiny coat. That is the verdict of scientists who have analyzed ancient DNA of the exciting animals for mutations. The studies suggest the last mammoth died out after their DNA became riddled with errors. The knowledge could inform conservation efforts for living animals. There are fewer than 100 Asiatic cheetahs left in the wild, while the remaining mountain gorilla population is estimated about 300. The numbers are similar to those of the last woolly mammoths living on Wrangel Island in the Arctic Ocean around 4,000 years ago. There are the news. Bye.